Hello, I'm going to be both the narrator and the person making up the story, and none of this is from me. None of this is about me. This is just a made up story. So, I hope there's no confusion about this being my perspective or from actually being from my experience, because this is not. This is just a story I'm going to make up. Okay, I'm going to be the narrator. I'm going to start narrating and making up the story right now. Okay, here's the characters. Here. My name was. My full name was Unknown, Unknown, Unknown. And I was born in the date unknown dash unknown dash unknown. I was originally renting a plane, airplane, until I could buy one to go to a airport closer to the Love gas station that I was going to start working at. And it was my first day, so I took a rental plane. Apparently, I accidentally flew it up too high, and it started like eventually after 1 hour and 32 minutes, and the other part just make up the other part of the digits after that measurement, because I'm just going to make it up as label as this for the story. And at that time, I was flying the plane up high enough it was stalling, and but I actually checked the fuel, and like when I just checked it again, like after it was stalling, I just realized even though it was stalling, it also just used up the last bit of fuel stalling. Because I checked earlier when it was stalling and there was still some fuel. I then took my parachute and parachuted. I was looking for a place to land, and then I saw a Love's gas station. It wasn't the one I was going to work at, but it was having construction being done. There was a opening in the roof, and I just guided myself, and I landed there, and I fell in love. And I didn't really fell in like the actual figurative language people use to actually say a type of relationship thing, but I'm just talking about actually falling in love, referring to it's really cold love, and I'm falling inside of it. It's a building, and so basically there was no like cover all the way for the roof, and I just fell into the actual convenient store part of the Love gas station or fuel station. Yeah, I'm just call that fuel station. So eventually, I before I landed, a actual eagle came. It it like chopped one part of the parachute off, like for the holding it. I eventually grabbed to the eagle's legs. It flew around violently. It swung me, and then I eventually like went with force, and then that was where I eventually fell into the Love's gas station convenience store through a hole where there's no roof built yet because it was under construction. And after that, I had no memory until just opening my eyes and just seeing a hospital environment, and just like seeing that I was at a hospital bed. And then when I was like looking around my bed, a person eventually came, and the person says, "I founded the Love's gas station company, and I want you to be a mascot based off of what's whole rare situation. I want you to like be a mascot because of how valuable your story is to me. I never ever had the chance to actually have my gas station be a meme because of reality, and I eventually became a mascot. But just like my actual looks of my body, like I just became mascot, and then eventually every single Love's gas station had my body standing as a statue, and it eventually became a landmark, and there were lots of government people, like working people, types of government ranks of jobs, just working around there protecting it because it actually became a very important landmark, more important than anything else, more important than the Statue of Liberty, more important than any other landmark you could think of. And then I eventually I I continued my life, eventually working at that Love's gas station. Was rent. I eventually bought a plane, and then I forgot to. I forgot that I didn't close a door for the plane, but then someone came parachuting down from the sky and just landed on there, and just like where the door was left open while my plane was flying, and the person came in, and then the person apparently looked like the same person who was the founder of the Love gas station company. And I asked that person, "I'm trying to fly my plane, but why the heck did you land here?" And the person said, "If you can catch this duffel bag of one Googleplex dollar bills, like I mean one Googleplex amount of one Googleplex dollar bills, that I will give you one Googleplex, any amount of any version of the Google Pixel Android phones that you want." And I I asked that person, "Would you give me rights to own the Google company?" And the person said, "I'm already on the phone with Google. They said they'll give you 100% of their company rights and ownerships to you if you do so." And I eventually woke up and just eventually thought that was a dream I had, until I read the news sources. And then I was like, then I was thinking, this was not a dream. This was a strange reality. And from then on, the figurative language for saying being in love with someone eventually never existed, and instead that is now used for literally falling in a something called love, like a Love's gas station. I hope all of you enjoy this story. I hope everyone who watched this video enjoyed this story. I hope this was spicy, not so bold, worthy content. I'll try to upload I hope this video is spicy, not so bold, worthy content in anyone's opinion who watched this. And I'll try to upload another Spicy Nacho Bold worthy content video in the future. Bye, my fellow Spicy Nacho Doritos. Bye, YouTube.